Some love stories don't begin with fireworks. They begin with recognition. A strange, quiet knowing like your soul just found the missing half it didn't even realize it had been searching for. You can call it chemistry,
This constellation
timing,
here, it's
fate,
part of the
but
Orion's belt
astrologers
formation.
call it
And
magnetic
look, this line connects to
compatibility.
Sirius,
When
the
two
brightest
suns
star.
lock into each other's rhythms so perfectly that separation feels like gravity shutting off. These are the pairs who don't just match, they bond. They become each other's safe place and their wildest temptation. They fight like thunder and make up like sunrise. They may try to walk away, but something always pulls them back. Because some connections aren't meant to be casual, they're meant to be inevitable. In this horoscope, you'll meet the zodiac pairs who can't live without each other, not because it's always easy, but because it's always real. Their connection can look like devotion, obsession, healing, or a love so steady it rewrites what they thought they deserved. And if you've ever met one of these pairings in real life, you already know. This isn't a romance. It's a spell. Now lean in because the first pairs are the ones that feel like a soulmate bond. And a beautiful danger at the same time. Scorpio plus Cancer, the soul tie that feels like home. When Scorpio meets Cancer, it doesn't feel like dating. It feels like coming back. These two water signs speak the same emotional language. They sense what the other is hiding, even when no words are spoken. Cancer is the soft warmth of a candle in a storm. Scorpio is the storm, intense, protective, hungry for truth. Together, they create a love that is private, fierce, and unbelievably loyal. Cancer gives Scorpio what Scorpio secretly craves most: emotional safety without judgment. And Scorpio gives Cancer what Cancer has always needed: a protector who doesn't run when feelings get deep. They don't do surface, they do bonding, merging, building a world where outsiders can't reach them. Why they can't live without each other? Because Cancer heals Scorpio's trust wounds, and Scorpio teaches Cancer how to stop apologizing for being sensitive. The danger: they can become too attached, like two tides pulling the same shore. If jealousy or fear enters, it can turn into emotional control. The magic: if they choose maturity, this pairing becomes unbreakable. Loyal love, sacred intimacy, I've got you energy that lasts decades. Taurus plus Scorpio, the desire that turns into destiny. This is one of the most powerful oppositions in the zodiac, and oppositions don't whisper, they pull. Taurus is stability, sensuality, loyalty, routine, and I want something real. Scorpio is intensity, transformation, mystery, and I want your soul. When they collide, the attraction is immediate, like two forces that were always meant to test each other. Taurus grounds Scorpio. Scorpio awakens Taurus. Taurus shows Scorpio that love can be consistent and safe, not a battlefield. Scorpio shows Taurus that life is bigger than comfort, that true love requires surrender and emotional bravery. Why they can't live without each other? Because Taurus becomes Scorpio's peace, and Scorpio becomes Taurus's awakening. Taurus brings the body, Scorpio brings the soul. The danger: stubbornness vs. control. Taurus won't be pushed, Scorpio won't be lied to. If they play power games, this becomes a war of silence and intensity. The magic: when they build trust, they become a power couple in the most primal way: loyal, passionate, financially strong, and bonded by a love that transforms them both. Virgo plus Pisces, the healer and the dreamer. Virgo and Pisces are opposites too, but their love feels like poetry that learns how to breathe in real life. Virgo is logic, devotion, details, acts of service. Pisces is intuition, romance, spiritual connection, emotional depth. Virgo often lives in the mind. Pisces lives in the heart. Together, they teach each other balance, and that's why they become addicted to each other's presence. Virgo gives Pisces structure, not to cage them, but to protect their dreams. Pisces gives Virgo softness, not to weaken them, but to remind them they're allowed to feel. Virgo helps Pisces turn inspiration into reality. Pisces helps Virgo stop being so hard on themselves and trust the flow. Why they can't live without each other? Because Virgo feels useful, loved, and seen in a way that finally quiets their anxiety. Pisces feels safe, supported, and cherished, like someone finally chooses them seriously. The danger: Virgo can become critical. Pisces can escape instead of communicating. If Virgo feels unappreciated or Pisces feels judged, distance grows fast. The magic: when they respect their differences, this becomes a quiet forever love, gentle devotion, deep understanding, and the kind of partnership that heals old wounds. Gemini plus Sagittarius, the adventure that never gets boring. When Gemini and Sagittarius meet, the air changes. Conversations become faster. jokes sharper, plans wilder. These two are opposites on the zodiac wheel, and that's exactly why they can't look away. Gemini wants variety, ideas, mental stimulation, constant motion. Sagittarius wants meaning, freedom, exploration, big truth. Together, they create a relationship that feels like a road trip with no fixed destination, and somehow that becomes the whole point. Gemini brings playfulness and curiosity. Sagittarius brings courage and vision. Gemini teaches Sagittarius not to take life so seriously. Sagittarius teaches Gemini to believe in something bigger than the moment. They challenge each other, tease each other, inspire each other, and even when they argue, the chemistry doesn't die. It just reloads. Why they can't live without each other? Because Gemini becomes Sagittarius's spark, and Sagittarius becomes Gemini's horizon. They make each other feel young, fearless, and awake. The danger: commitment can feel like a cage. If one starts demanding certainty, the other can vanish emotionally. The magic: if they choose loyalty without suffocation. This is one of the happiest, most laughter-filled, mentally electric relationships in the zodiac. Libra plus Aries, the fire that finds its mirror. Libra and Aries are opposite signs, and this is classic "I can't believe I want you" energy. Aries is bold, direct, impulsive, passionate. Libra is graceful, thoughtful, romantic, strategic. Aries moves fast. Libra moves beautifully. Together, they create a love story that's both thrilling and refined, a mix of fire and elegance that turns heads everywhere they go. Aries makes Libra feel chosen, desired, protected, like life has suddenly become more vivid. Libra makes Aries feel understood and admired, and teaches Aries that love isn't just conquest, it's collaboration. Aries pushes Libra to stop hesitating. Libra softens Aries' rough edges without dimming their flame. Why they can't live without each other? Because Aries gives Libra courage, and Libra gives Aries emotional intelligence. They become each other's missing skill. The danger: Aries can be too blunt. Libra can avoid conflict until it explodes. If they don't communicate honestly, resentment builds. The magic: when they master balance, they become unstoppable. Passionate romance, intense attraction, and a partnership that feels like we can do anything. Leo plus Aquarius, the celebrity and the rebel. Leo and Aquarius are opposite signs, and their chemistry is unforgettable because it's built on contrast. Leo wants devotion, warmth, admiration, loyalty. Aquarius wants freedom, uniqueness, friendship, space. Leo is heart first. Aquarius is mind first. So why can't they live without each other? Because they fascinate each other like nothing else. Leo feels special around Aquarius, not because Aquarius flatters, but because Aquarius sees Leo as interesting, not just shiny. Aquarius feels alive around Leo because Leo's passion melts Aquarius's emotional distance. Leo brings love into the room. Aquarius brings perspective into the relationship. Together, they become the couple that surprises everyone. Glamorous, unconventional, magnetic. Why they can't live without each other? Because Leo teaches Aquarius how to feel boldly, and Aquarius teaches Leo how to love without control. They expand each other's world. The danger: Leo can feel ignored. Aquarius can feel pressured. If Leo demands constant proof and Aquarius withdraws, it turns cold fast. The magic: when they respect autonomy and still show up consistently, this becomes a legendary bond. Loyal friendship plus romantic electricity. Capricorn plus Cancer, the builder and the keeper of the heart. Capricorn and Cancer are opposites, and this is one of the most marriage-coded pairings in astrology. Capricorn is discipline, ambition, structure, responsibility. Cancer is care, intuition, emotional devotion, home. Capricorn builds the future. Cancer makes the future worth living in. Capricorn may look tough, but inside they crave a safe place to rest. Cancer creates that sanctuary, the kind of love that says, you don't have to carry everything alone. Cancer may feel vulnerable, but Capricorn becomes their rock, the person who proves love through action, protection, and long-term commitment. Why they can't live without each other? Because Cancer becomes Capricorn's heart, and Capricorn becomes Cancer's stability. They form a home together emotionally and materially. The danger: Capricorn can become emotionally closed. Cancer can become overly sensitive. If Capricorn dismisses feelings or Cancer tries to guilt love, the bond suffers. The magic: when they honor both emotions and goals, they become a lifelong team. Deep loyalty, real family energy, and love that grows stronger with time.